Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Sharanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. You did not have to, and I'm so glad that you clicked on this video right here. A lot of times we think that we miss our opportunity, that we miss our time to do a certain thing, but if it's for you, y'all, it will come back around. Trust me on that. I am a witness to that, and I'm sharing this video with you all because I am a witness to it. If it's for you, it will come back around. You did not miss it. All right. So in 2015, I wrote a book about my life. It was my very first book that I self-published. After I finished the book on my computer, I was about to get up from my computer chair, and God gave me a vision of me speaking in front of a crowd. And of course that scared me because, that wasn't something that I did. And I didn't give it much more thought after that vision. So me and my boyfriend, now husband at the time, we went to JCPenney one day, and we were at the jewelry counter, and this lady was at the same counter looking at jewelry. The lady and my husband just started talking, and then the next thing I know, he is telling the lady about this book that I wrote, and she offered me to come speak to the women at the Alcohol and Drug Treatment Center where she was a director. So the lady gave me her information. I never called the lady, y'all. I never called this lady. God gave me the vision first. So he was preparing me for what was to come. Then I run into this lady, and nobody but God. There was just nobody but God, okay, that I ran into this lady. But God was preparing me to start opening up my mouth and speak. Opening up my mouth and start speaking. Y'all, I was so scared because number one, I wasn't used to talking. Number two, I did not think I was enough. I know a lot of you all probably can relate to that. Number three, I did not think I had anything to offer the women there, which I did, but I just felt like I just did not have enough, that I was not enough. So I did not call the lady back. And of course, the devil was all in my head about that. Imagine what that one speaking engagement would have turned into. I just imagine what it would have turned into. Just imagine, because you never know what God has for you. But God did not give up on me opening up my mouth. He had to work on me very, very heavy, y'all. Very heavy. And take me through a preparation season to get me to even show up on here, on this channel, and speak. So it took from 2015 to February 2022 to get me to this point of speaking. Me speaking came back around full circle, okay? And it took that long. God telling me to start this channel is me showing up speaking in obedience. Even though it's not speaking before a crowd of people in person, it's still speaking before a crowd online. So God brought it back around full circle, okay? God is doing something. I feel like I'm in training on here for something, and I don't understand. I don't know, but I just show up in obedience, and I speak what he gives me to speak about. So I'll give you all a little bit about my background. I grew up in a very strict household. I was always told to shut up and be quiet. My opinion did not matter. So I shut down. Okay, I did. I shut down. It took me a very long time to speak. Okay. But God did not give up on me. This ministry he has given me on here, and all the messages he gives me for this channel, I can't help but to speak. I feel like Jeremiah did. It's like fire shut up in my bones. All right. I've never felt nothing like this ever. And it feels so much better after I deliver a message God has given me. And I just wonder if I would have continued to allow the voice of the enemy telling me to shut up, and be quiet, the same voice that has been trying to follow me through my adulthood. If I had listened to that voice, it would have crippled me. Okay? It would have such a tight grip on me. But God had other plans. So what the devil meant for bad, God meant it for good. I'm a living witness to that. And everybody may not like what God gives me to say on this channel, but just like God has to work on me, he has to work on you as well. So some of the things that I show up and say on here, you don't like it because God has to work on you so that you will like the things that God likes and hate the things that he hates. All right? If it's meant for you, God will make it come back around full circle. Okay? You did not miss your opportunity, and no matter what you have been through and no matter what it looks like, God has the master plan for your life. One thing I have learned about a comfort zone, you have to want to get out of it. That's the only way God can freely work his plan. Almost like surrendering it all and letting God take the wheel. He doesn't make you. You have to have the heart to get out the comfort zone. If you're comfortable in your comfort zone, God can't do nothing with that because he doesn't force you. You have to give him something to work with. Going from being told to shut up and be quiet, growing up and holding my feelings in and my thoughts in and my opinions in all the time for so many years, to now speaking openly, speaking boldly and with confidence now. Never thought this for my life. Never thought this for my life, okay? It's definitely a transformation. So where is your transformation? You know, a transformation that only God can do if you allow him to be the driving force in your life. Just something to think about on today. I'm definitely still a work in progress. I'm not the best speaker, but I still show up outside of my comfort zone so God can continue to work on me. All right? So that is all I have for you all on today. If you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button, I will very much appreciate it. And just know that I love you with the love of Christ. And I will see you all in the next video.